The flight from the city to the countryside has been one of these stories of a pandemic. But stories have mainly focused on couples and families who've swapped city life for rural idyll. But what about young Londoners? 3 young journalists share their experiences and thoughts on how the pandemic has changed their perspectives of the capital.
When I first moved here, it really did, and lots of my friends had moved back in with their parents or were leaving London. Working from home has been an adjustment, but it's been positive overall. I have the space, like they've got a spare room, so that's my office. And if I'd been working from home in London, I would have been working from my bedroom. So I'm really grateful to have had so much more space during this lockdown. And also, you can just go out for really long walks all of the time, and you're surrounded by nature, so you can get outside and you have that peace and quiet, and it's, you wake up, it's birdsong, it's all very idyllic. Well, when I wake up in London, I lived on a busy road, so there was never any peace. Well, here you get a lot of that peace.
So living in Norwich it was the first time I didn't live in a capital city, because I grew up in Madrid. And then I moved to London, so I've only lived in really huge cities, and I thought that's what I wanted. Found that that's actually not true. Like, I can get amazing work experience, which I'm getting right now, and entertainment things. A lot of theaters, there was a lot of restaurants. There's lots of life in the city, in the small town, that I wasn't expecting there to be, without the kind of very polluted, lots of noise, lots of cars, lots of people busy everywhere that you can find in London.
One of the problems that came up as the pandemic started hitting was London is great, especially as a young person, when everything is open. When everything's closed, it is probably the worst place you could possibly choose to live. Things like pollution and noise and antisocial behaviour and things that we hadn't really noticed before, because we were going out, we were doing things, we weren't sort of just stuck in one space experiencing it all the time, became very, very acute part of our lives. Partner being a woman obviously doesn't feel as safe here as she does in Brighton, which is where we're thinking of moving, and where we want to move, which I grew up there and she's been there several times.
Realised that I do really miss London, so I'm thinking about coming back. I need to figure out how that's going to work in with my finances as well, because it's been lovely not having to spend so much money on rent, or you realise how things are far more expensive in London when you live outside of it.
For the near future, I definitely see myself living here. I think the quality of life is a lot better. I don't know where I will end up in the future, but I think that I definitely really enjoy being here, or in this type of place, much more than I am in London.
One of the biggest things, I guess, pulling me away is that we both want to. I think either the girlfriend would have to suddenly change her mind about it, or we'd have to break up, and then I'm I guess it comes down to what my personal choice would be, and I probably still wouldn't live in London.